We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, Faith Acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is, from Sweet and Saucy, so good it's sinful, we have the Heaven and Hell. Well, mustard. And let's take us a little look-see at what we got in. You know, it flows really weird. Like you can kind of see it inside here. How it flows. Let's not take a look-see yet. Let's instead, why don't we do this? Let's take a look at the ingredients. We have mustard, which seems like it's probably just yellow mustard. Natural flavoring, which could be an extract. I hope not. We have sugar, habanero powder, and chipotle flakes. And we can see it is this sort of dark brownish color. Could be chipotle coloring the mustard a bit. I could have went with this, maybe a brown mustard to start with, possibly. I'm not sure. There is sugar in this, which kind of gives us this sort of interesting flow pattern here. You can see there's little bits in there. That's probably the chipotle flakes. It smells like a honey mustard almost, which is kind of what you expect. You'd expect it to smell like a sweet mustard. It's really hard to keep it steady, so I can show you. Here we go. Get this sort of lightish brown, but there's like colors within there as well. I think it's a really nice looking sauce. I'll be honest with you guys here. But I mean, truth be told, I'm always honest with you guys. You should know that by now. It's really weird consistency. It's definitely smells like a sort of a sweet mustard. It just, this is a little funky. I'm gonna have to do it this way. So okay, it's almost like it reminds me of like a runny yogurt almost, or like maybe a really loose pudding. Color is probably where I'm thinking pudding, but all right, let's give it a go. Definitely has overtones of yellow mustard. Getting a slight bitty heat from the habanero. Maybe it's a ghost. It doesn't feel like an extract to me. It feels more like the habanero powder. It is honestly a bit strange. A lot of honey mustards will become almost a new thing. This isn't quite this. This tastes like somebody just sweetened up basically yellow mustard, which I suppose is more or less what happened here. So this is so odd. Like, okay, so when stuff comes in a jar, usually it's not pourable, right? I just got a couple brats here. I happen to have these left over from a grilling session, and usually I don't have these around as long as I happen to have these. But you can see it's just a part of the tower of brats, or the pyramid of brats I've had in other mustard videos throughout 2023. Check the mustard playlist if you want to see that. But so, like, this is really odd to me that you can do this out of the jar with this mustard. Like, why not put it in a bottle then? If it's that pourable, why is it in a jar? A jar is so that you can, right, use one of these. You can use a shovel to get it out. But when it's this loose, what's the point? I don't understand. I'm just a little mystified by their packaging. Everything else that they make comes in the same packaging, so maybe it's just a matter of they don't want multiple vessels. This is really loose for a jar, though. Because it's so yellow mustard oriented, it works quite well for these. I mean, this is very, very good here. Getting some good build on this on the heat here, which I'm kind of excited about. But you could do pork sandwiches, you could, I mean, all kinds of stuff. Generally, you want something that's going to fit with the yellow mustard though. I don't think I would use this in a salad. Maybe no. Probably not. Like, I would not use it in a potato salad. Macaroni salad generally is not going to have mustard in it at all. I think this would work a lot less well on chicken strips.
Damn it.
Not bad. It's not great. So good at sinful, I think this would be really interesting though. So you make it with a vinaigrette. I think that would be interesting. I am going to try this as a grill sauce. Salad, veggie, pasta dishes. No, I don't like yellow mustard for that, so I would say no. But yeah, I mean, definitely sandwiches. Definitely meat. Chicken, I don't really like with yellow mustard. That's probably a no for me, dog. But this is thick enough that it should stay really, really well on grilling something. Maybe I'll do some chicken. Like a thigh, though. It's got to be something relatively fatty. I wish it moved a little bit away from the yellow mustard. I think that's my only complaint here. When you're saying chipotle, for me there needs to be more smokiness to it. Just a plain sugar, I mean,
I don't know.
there's a lot of different avenues I guess you could take. For me, okay, so for me I would go with a brown sugar or turbinado. Probably turbinado. And I've still got some yellow mustard left. Maybe I should try to come up with something. I like where they're going with this. I don't like where they've arrived. And that's not to say it's bad. It's not bad. I mean, it's pretty good mustard. I'd say, anybody should get this. But for me, what I would do, I'd ratchet the chipotle a little bit higher. I like that idea. Like I said, the turbinado or brown sugar, either one. Just to try to get it away from the yellow mustard a little bit. Maybe even start with the brown mustard. I could see where this would do okay as vinaigrette, though. I mean, again, this is all just to my own personal taste. A lot of people might like what they come up with here more. That's fine. It's certainly not bad. It's just one of those things I have, and I taste it, and, and this might be a me thing, but it's a little agonizing because I'm like, oh, you guys are so close. You are so close. It's like, you know, you run a race and stop just short of the finish line. It is excellent on brats though. Foods that are designed with mustard in mind, I think this will work really well with. It might be a touch sweet for burgers though. Definitely a notably sweet mustard. Heat-wise, I feel like if I ate a bunch of this straight, I probably could get to a 1. But nobody uses mustard like that, right? Who is going to eat mustard straight? Outside of maybe some limited tasting event, right? Mustard, I don't think lends itself well to that at all. Most condiments don't, let's be honest. But let's just say I did do that. I think this could go to a legit 1. As it is now, I'm going to give it a default 1 because I don't think it's hot enough to go past that in conjunction with food. By itself, yeah, it's probably legit 1. With food items, I think you're looking more at a default 1 here. Quite enjoyable though. I do like this quite a bit. And like I said, I think you probably could push it to a 1 if you had a lot of it. For me, mustard is something I don't like to dump tons of on because I find it a very strong taste. And my personal preference, almost with every condiment by the way, my personal preference tends to be for an accent. I don't like it to overshadow what I'm eating. And especially mustard because it's very, very forceful. It's a very robust flavor. So with mustard, you know, I tend to like it more as an accent. But I would say you could get to a 1, a legit 1 with this. So I'm calling it a default 1 just based on how I use it. I think you could get to a legit 1. But I'm going to do some pork chops, I think, with this. I think that'll be really good. Maybe I'll do some chicken thighs. Still kind of going back and forth on that. But if I do, of course, you know, no matter what I come up with, if it comes up looking pretty nice, pretty swank, you know, if I'm happy with how it comes off the grill, of course, I will take a picture and I'll post it in my community section where I posted many such pictures throughout 2023. And I invite you all to check those out if you're interested. Just a little bit of extra content I like to throw on out there for y'all. But that's going to do it for this one. This sweet and saucy heaven and hell mustard. Definitely worth the go. I would say if you like mustards, this is one you should check out. And we'll leave it there. So until next time, as always, go forth in peace to serve the flame.